Here we go, boys and girls. Let's see what happens. Let's get some music going. Let's see, how does this sound? Let's see, how does this sound? Okay, so it's a little loud. Let's fix that. Okay, so it's a little loud. Let's fix that. Perfect. Alright. So sorry about the black screen so far, other than my face. I'm currently thinking of something to do while I talk about this. So basically I'm here just to say welcome to my mind. Sorry if I get a little weird about anything. I have had a very rough time recently, so whatever happens, happens, but just know I'm not gonna give up on esports at all. I'm gonna be working harder than before, because I have, it's basically the only thing going for me right now. So, I mean, I guess we could play some Minecraft. So let's start off with the basics. Let's start like, let's start when I was in my first semester in college. Okay, so starting there, I had been basically focusing early on with my college, and I put in a lot of time and effort, and it wasn't really going. So I was kind of like, okay, I didn't really like school anyways, so let's work on something else. And it started going from there. My school went down. I stopped focusing on school, and I started putting more and more effort into League and work, or esports and work. So, like, that's normal, everybody would end up doing that. But for me, it's different because I already had a lot going on. I had a full-time course load, so 4 courses. I had 2 jobs. I had recently added another one because I needed the money. So I had 2 jobs on top of a full course load, and I had just recently got a girlfriend. And everything was going great. I mean, except for the school. I wasn't going to school very often. I was working, which was fine. And I got to see my girlfriend almost every day, which was great. It was all perfect. It was all amazing, right? Um, and then I started losing weight. I lost a lot of weight. I lost about, I think it was anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds in a span of 3 months. So that's crazy. That's insane, right? So I lost a lot of weight, and I I basically just stopped focusing on me. I put more and more time, more and more of my focus onto my girlfriend, onto work, and that was still going fine. Other than my weight, that was still going fine. I felt great, right? Um, and basically that worked, or it happened for about a couple months. It was going great. I wasn't going to school as often as I should have, like almost at all. Um, I didn't really care about anything other than league, work, and my girlfriend anymore. Um, like as bad as that sounds, I also wasn't like paying attention to my family, which kind of sucked. Um, I was focusing on what I wanted over everything else. And so it kind of went from there. I lost a lot of weight. I started vomiting due to stress of life. So I went to the doctor a couple times, and it got to the point where he said I should go talk to somebody. I was like, no, 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 I'll be fine. But yet the vomiting persisted, the stress persisted. Um, and this is where it gets tough, because I then learned that it went from stress about life, like I had 2 jobs, I was starting to stress about that. I had school, I was freaking out because I was failing all my classes because I wasn't going to them. And then I had my girlfriend, which was great. Like we argued a couple of times here and there, but it wasn't that big, so it was great, right? It was great. And then I noticed that, like looking back on it, I noticed that the stress went from being the life stress to I was actually stressing about her, my girlfriend. Um, that was because she couldn't get past a couple of things that happened in a previous relationship of mine, and it just got really stressful. I couldn't talk about it, because that's like private stuff. I didn't want my parents to really know, because they didn't know the extent of what I was doing with my girlfriend at the time. Her parents knew nothing about it. I went to a couple friends, but then she got upset about that because I was talking to people about us. And I mean, she ended up being okay with me talking to a couple people about it. But she basically ended up saying, we can't do something because of this, and this, and all the reasons were because of my past. And it was like, seriously, you bring it up. So we ended up arguing even more and more, which then put more and more stress on me. I started sleeping less. I definitely ate a lot less, and I had lost more weight. So I went back to the doctor because I was still vomiting and stuff, and I was still losing weight. And he's like, alright, you got to talk to somebody. So I reluctantly agreed because I don't really like talking about things, so this is kind of hard. I reluctantly agreed, and so I went a couple times later on, but right now we're focused on before I went. So one night I went to my girlfriend's house. We hung out. It was fine. We had a good time. Then when we were done with whatever we were doing, I went home. We texted a little bit, and then she just went off. Like legit went off. And this was the second argument in 2 days. So I was like, I'm done. I can't take it. So I ended things then and there, and that was really difficult. Like, people may be saying, "Oh, you should feel good about it because it sounds like toxic, or you needed to suck it up or whatever." Go ahead and say that, but I literally was, or people might be saying I'm weak, whatever. I literally was losing myself, really. I wasn't myself anymore with her. Like, she didn't change me, it was just the arguments and all that changed me. Like, I went from being a generally happy guy to, unless I was with her, I wasn't happy. Like, even in solo queue, I was tilted like 2/3 of the time. I rarely won any games. I was basically giving up on a lot of things. And then it got to a point where, like, right after I broke up, I felt nothing. I had absolutely no emotions at all. I was just empty. Of course, like, my heart was shattered because I did love her. I still do, to be honest. But I felt nothing, really. I had no emotions. I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad. I wasn't elated. I wasn't giddy or anything. It ended up getting to the point where if I was angry, I was angry, and that was it. It was either angry or nothing. I felt nothing or I felt anger. I was depressed. I was really, really depressed. Not to the point where I wanted to end anything, no. That was a while ago, and I haven't thought about that since. But I was really, really depressed. And currently, right now, I am still as well. Yesterday I was fine, but I hit a really low. Almost as low as I hit 3 weeks ago. And so, after breaking up with her for about a week and a half, I felt absolutely nothing, no emotions at all. I was pretty low. And then I started forcing myself to go out. I went out with a couple friends. I ended up getting a gym membership, and I'm going every now and then. And I was doing okay. I was starting to get on a higher point. I was doing a lot better. I went and talked to a freaking counselor that I was told to talk to, and that went okay, I guess. And like, everything was okay for a little bit. I started getting back into things. I had no work, which was a downside. Like, I still have no work. I'm getting a little bit of hours here and there now, but I had and still have no work. I currently, at that time, I was okay, I guess. I was able to socialize. I was forcing myself to do things so that the depression could start getting over, you know? Because depression's hard to shake. Like, everybody says, oh, depression should be easy and this, that, and another thing. It's not at all. Um, so after that, another couple of weeks went by. I hit a couple of low lows, and the lowest one, I didn't sleep for about 2 days straight. I almost stopped eating. I was forcing myself to eat, but I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. I didn't have work, so I didn't have any like need to go out. I skipped the gym for 4 days straight. I didn't. All I did was basically play League, and even then I was tilted as fuck. My solo queue was terrible. My scores were terrible. My rating was terrible. Everything I was doing was terrible, really. And I was just really low. I was sleeping until almost 1 o'clock. I wasn't doing anything really, so you could say I hit a very low low. I didn't hit rock bottom, but I hit a very low low. And I ended up recovering decently from that. I started going back to the gym. I started getting up earlier. Talked to the counselor again. They say I'm fine. I talked to the counselor yesterday, and they say I'm fine now, which is freaking ironic. And then I started working out again. Started going out again. I started doing things again. Solar Q went up. My attitude went up. And then I guess you could say, and then yesterday hit. Like, up until the start of this week, Monday, I was currently coaching one team. I was coaching Purdue University. They were doing extremely well. They were doing better. Looking at scrims from last night, where I had the team I'm currently coaching and Purdue, because I'm coaching both of them, scrim each other. I need to work with Purdue on one thing, but before I started trialing for Zenith, everything was going great. Monday I started trialing for Zenith. No, not Monday, Tuesday, sorry. Tuesday I started trialing for Zenith. And that's, from what I know, is going well. But it's caused a lot of issues around the house. My parents are pretty pissed because I'm technically not looking for work, even though I have something set up in my mind. Currently I'm not enrolled in any classes for this coming semester, this next week, and I basically hit a low again, especially today. Like yesterday I was all fine and actually extremely happy up until that night when I ended up skipping dinner because I was doing scrims and I wasn't happy because I had a family discussion. And then I went from being okay to now I'm at a low again. Every now and then I have up and downs. When I hit a down, it's because I'm reminiscing, I'm not feeling too happy, right? And then I go back to being fine. Right now I am on a very low low. I'm reminiscing a lot. I'm listening to a lot sadder music. My attitude's changed. I woke up fine. I woke up early, actually. I've been working a lot. I didn't work out today. And I'm at a rough part again. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm at a rough part again. Depression's a bitch, you know? Because you think you feel okay. And then you feel really, really good. And then it just hits you, and it's like, no. That's basically what happened with me. It just hit me. Now, like I don't know what's wrong per se. All I know is I'm not at a good point anymore. Whether that be due to memories, whether that be due to stress, whether that be due to esports, whatever. I'm not at a good point anymore. And it's pretty bad. Because I want to do all these things, you know. I want to make a team successful. I want to get people where they're supposed to be. All that kind of stuff. And it ends up, all in all, being difficult. I'm supposed to have all these like grateful feelings, you know, for all these opportunities, and I am grateful. I really am. But at the same time, I've hit ground zero again. And no, I'm not giving up on League. No, I'm not doing anything that would be negative fully in any way. I'm just at point zero again mentally. And that's basically where I'm at right now. So if you guys think I'm weak, whatever, so be it. But welcome to my mind, where nothing good ever really happens right now. With that being said, I'm still going to be focusing exceptionally hard on League. I'm going to be coaching the best I can. I'll be working as hard as I can. I just don't know if I'm gonna mentally be the happiest right now. And I just wanted to let you guys know, because I'll end up saying all these things. All this freaking light's annoying. I'll end up saying all these things right now, like on Twitter. Just know that I'm not ending anything. I'm trying to fix things. I'm also going to be using it, like, it's really annoying because I feel shitty for feeling this way. Like, I'm always there for people, right? And I know that I have people there for me, but I've never felt lonelier, really. I've never felt more by myself than I have been these past couple months. Whether that be because it's my fault or because people aren't reaching out, whatever. But mentally, I feel isolated. Now, I want to be able to say that, oh, I'm going to be fine tomorrow, or oh, I'm going to be fine in these coming days. but that's not gonna happen. I can't instantly fix anything. I'm gonna have to continue working hard at what I want to do until I achieve happiness, because I know that once I do, it's gonna be worth it. I'm gonna hit that extremely high, and I'm gonna stay at that high. But right now, it's gonna be difficult. It really is. I'm starting to sink back into no emotions, into me not doing anything. Whether it be because I'm in this house all the time, or because I'm not working as much and I don't have don't have much money, or because I feel like my back's against the wall. Whatever it may be, I'm not quitting. Especially not league. I've come too far. I've worked at it for 3 years, and I'm that close to getting where I want to be. So, I'm not giving up. I never will. I'm freaking 18, almost 19 years old, and I'm almost the head coach of a challenger team. That's insane. I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting. I just wanted to say this is how I felt. So, would it be nice to have people go, oh, feel better? Yeah, it would, but that's not going to help me feel better in the long run. Overall, do I regret a lot of decisions? Yes. As of right now, I'm currently regretting breaking up with my girlfriend. But I know in the long run that it's the best option for me, because it wasn't healthy. Am I regretting reaching out to certain people again? Sometimes. Am I regretting not being there enough for my family? Sometimes. Am I regretting going to the therapist? I don't know. Am I regretting about making this? As of right now, hell no. To be honest, I thought it would make me feel better. Right now I don't, but time will tell. Sorry for having a quick, personal rant. It's just difficult for me to suffer anymore, you know? I personally have dealt with depression ever since middle school. And I'm in college now. Haven't had any medication. I've barely talked to anybody about it. So, yeah. Alright, well, I'm probably gonna end this now, so that you guys can get on with your lives, because I'm sure are more important than mine. Probably end up getting back to solo queue. I'm gonna eat again in a little bit, and then I have to go to work. But for those who have been there for me, whether I've noticed it or not, I just want to say thank you right now, because it means a lot. I wouldn't be here right now without you guys. And I'd like to lean on you guys one more time. Thanks for watching, guys.